I'm Sara Sach, and welcome back to our live video. Welcome to my crochet channel. I'm so glad you're here. I've had quite an interesting week. We had some trouble with our dishwasher, and I thought, last year at this time, we had trouble with our dishwasher, and I went through holidays without a dishwasher. So then we started having trouble with it again, and they were real kind about it. We were still under warranty, of course, and they came out and got it fixed, and I've got my dishwasher, which is so funny because I didn't even have one till like 12 years ago. I didn't know I needed it. I always did everything by hand. And now I can't live without my dishwasher. But anyway, there's been a lot of things happening. Max and Rosie are doing fantastic. We're not having any problems with the puppies. But there's just been a lot of things, a lot of busy stuff going on. We had a big Christmas cantata at our church. And then both my granddaughter had her first competition for gymnastics I don't know if it's the last or the first. Anyhow, she had one and she did really good. And then my grandson plays what's called a euphonium. It's kind of like a saxophone, I think, or no, it's kind of like a trombone, only smaller. Anywho, so he got to play in the Christmas cantata at church, and then he has jazz band concert, regular concert. My granddaughter Callie is in music, and so we have those concerts, and I love them. I love all of these concerts, and I love this time of year, but boy, is it busy. And I am feeling a lot better. Unfortunately, I think I passed that on to my husband, so he's coughing and sneezing now. We pass our sicknesses on to the people that we love. So anyway, I'm so glad you're all here. Let's start our day with our video with a clinkety clink 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 clink. And if you haven't been here before, what that means is you just clink in and say where you're from. Don't give me your address, just like states or countries or whatever. I love seeing that. And if it's your first time or your 100,000th time to visit our YouTube live channel, I love watching all your comments at the beginning, talking to each other and stuff. Yeah, I'm nosy. I'm reading it. Alrighty, I'm drinking a coffee. Last week I told you about the coffee that my daughter's sister-in-law and brother-in-law make. Well, I ordered some more this week because I want to make sure I have some through Christmas. But this one is called Oklahoma Sunrise. It is so good. So good. Isn't this cup the neatest thing? I don't know where I got it other than I think it belonged to my mom. Because, my mom had a lot of cardinal stuff before she passed away that I inherited. And I think this is one of those cups. I just love it because it has like an antique theme to it. Also, it's printed on both sides, which you don't see that all that often, which is kind of cool. But I love it because y'all know I love my cardinals. So anyway, we got a lot to talk about today. Before I tell you about our giveaway, I want to tell you about something. This morning, I finished up early in the mornings when I like to do a lot of photo editing because you've got like the morning sun coming through the window, and it's easy on the eyes on the computer. Well, I happened to realize that I got a message, and a lady, her name is Lorraine Simpson. She was one of my mom's very best friends. As a matter of fact, when I was a little bitty girl, she was one of my teachers in Sunday school, and I just love her to pieces. And even after my mom passed away, we've stayed in contact through Facebook and things. Well, she sent me this message. I have to read this to you. She said, this is what the message said. I posted it on my regular page as well. So if you see it there, that's what she sent me. This is what it says. I learned a new term. It's called Glimmer. It's those little micro moments in the day that make you feel joy, happiness, peace, or gratitude. Once your brain is trained to look out for them, the more they will appear. And then she topped it off with saying, let's be glimmerous. Let's be the glimmer. I thought that was so cool. And what that means is being glimmerous or the glimmer is trying to be something that brings joy in somebody else's life. And that's something that I really like to do. I hope that through our videos here that I bring some joy to you, or you can find some joy in some of my patterns. Because remember, I always say this 30 minutes every Tuesday is our time to put aside all the cares of this great big world with our families and friends and politics and everything. Just set it aside for 30 minutes and let's just have some fun and have some joy. And so let's all be glimmerous, shall we? I need a t-shirt that says that, you know, let's be glimmerous. I just thought it was an amazing thing. This particular lady, as long as I have known her, which is probably 50 years, I don't remember her ever not being happy, ever not smiling, doing things for other people. She just has a heart of gold. And she's a real example of someone I would like to be like. She's just an amazing lady. Alrighty, so are you ready to find out what our giveaway is? I'm real excited about this because I gave some of these away before. And, you know, Hirschner's had some of those mystery bags. And so I just ordered one. And these are what was in the mystery bag. And I thought, I'm going to give these away instead of keep them because they're super cool. Okay, and some of you probably got these from me before. All right, let's go over to our other camera. Now, I've got the bag sitting here because, let me move my coffee out of the way so I don't knock it over. You know me. I've got the bag sitting here because you are going to get one of our canvas, or this is a muslin cotton bag. I can never say that word. Coffee and Crochet with Sara bag. You'll get this actual bag. I promise it will flatten out in shipping. It kind of got wrinkled, so I had it sitting over in a box. Okay. Now, these are the yarns that I received from Hirschner's. I don't know why I've got them all upside down. That is weird. It's called Willow Daily. It's a chunky, bulky weight yarn. Let's see. It is... Oh, my word, it's so small I can't find it. Let me see it on one of these other ones. It's a bulky 5, but to me it feels kind of like a 5.5. You know how it's not quite a 6, but it's not quite a 5. Anyway, wood from the box. There's 2 gray ones. There's a royal blue, and this is a dark teal. You can see it's a little bit different. The color of this one is called lodestone, and the color of this one is called violet. Although this is blue, not purple, not the purple violet. Okay, these two are the same. This one is called Ash, and this one, of course, is called Ash. That's why I had them upside down. I was looking at the names. That makes sense. And then this one is called Santa Fe Skyline. This one doesn't have the paper on it. I don't know why it didn't come with the paper, but it's the same as this one. And there's 6 skeins here. They originally, I'm going to say $7.99 a piece, but they had them on sale for $3.99 when you bring it all up, okay? And so you're going to get these 6 balls of yarn. Each one has 3.5 ounces, 106 yards. So there's enough here to make something really nice, okay? So this is our giveaway, 6 balls of Willow Daily. Turn them all up so you can see the labels there. Oh, I didn't tell you what they're made out of. Let's see. 100% superwash wool. Now, I will tell you, if you're sensitive to wool, because I'm super sensitive to wool. My husband has gone to different places when he was traveling a lot, and he went over to like Greenland, or was it Iceland? One of the other ones. And then he also went to, I can't remember, but he brought me some 100% wool back, and I can't use it. I put it in a zip bag and gave it away because it is so scratchy and I just break out in it. This superwash merino wool, it's processed a little bit different, and I don't have any trouble with them. So I thought I would mention that in case you're wondering about that. But that's what our giveaway is for December. 6 balls, 3.5 ounces each of super bulky. It just says bulky. These are made in Turkey, by the way. I just saw that on the label. Okay, and then also one of our bags, our project bags, Coffee and Crochet with Sara. Maybe I should get the iron out and flatten that out for you. The last couple I've pulled out have all been kind of wrinkled up, but they're sitting flat in a box, so I don't know how that happens. Anywho, that is our giveaway. Okay, so now you want to know how you can get involved. It's the same way we do it every month. Anybody who's already commented or will comment now or in the future on this video only, you have 2 weeks to enter. So if you comment, you only need to comment one time. Don't feel like you have to comment a whole bunch of times to get in there. What it does is it just grabs all the names in the Google random generator. And then it kind of goes, I always go, but it really doesn't do that. It just kind of goes through them all. And then it pulls up a name. And if you haven't won in the last couple years, then I will announce your name. And then I'll tell you how to get in touch with me. One thing I always want to say is very important. Don't ever put your email address or your shipping address anywhere in a public comment. Don't do it. Because people who are wanting to spam us and take our monies and other things like that, that's what they're looking for. Your email address and your shipping address, okay? So don't ever do that, okay? And that's why when I announce the winner in 2 weeks, I always have you contact me through my webpage or through the Posh Pooch Designs Facebook page, because I want to keep you safe, okay? I don't want to stop doing giveaways because I love to give yarn away especially, but I also want to keep you safe, all right? And I want to keep me safe too. Because, you know, in the past, right at the beginning of fall, my chair's rolling away, so I don't know what's going on with it. Right at the beginning of fall, I had several notices from Google that someone was trying to get in my PayPal had the issue, my YouTube and my blog, all when we had to go in and reset up that 2-step verification and all that stuff. So, and I really encourage you to do those sort of things as to protect yourself. Okay? All right. So that is the giveaway. I'm going to move it off of here. I've got a little basket here. I'm going to put it back in so it doesn't sit on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 balls of Willow yarn. It's a really good yarn too. One of the yarns that I got with, not with this batch, with the last one, if you've seen my Willow wool hood, that hood is made with this particular style yarn. It's not the same colors, but it is this particular style yarn, and it's a really neat pattern, and it's really simple, and it's also really pretty. So, anywho, let me see what else I need to talk to you about. Okay, we talked about the giveaway. We talked about being glamorous. I should get some kind of little halo that goes ding. Okay, I'm being silly. All right, now let's talk a little bit about what happened this week at Posh Pooch Designs. So one of the things that we did was something super duper fun. And I'm going to set these out here so you can see them. And we'll click back over here to this camera. This is my funky chicken ornament. And I have to tell you the funniest story about this, okay? So these are just simple little chicken ornaments. They got little tails, and you can do whatever colors that you want. And you can make the legs long or short. I love this one. For some reason, it looks like he's running off. Or she, because it's a hen. Okay, so I had these sitting over by my computer. Because a lot of times I do a test, and my granddaughter walked over by the computer, and she says, "Oma, are those ornaments?" And this is my 11-year-old granddaughter. I said, "Yeah, they're called funky chickens." She goes, "Well, what does funky mean?" And I said, "Oh, you know, like cool." She goes, "You mean they're cold?" I said, "No, you know, cool, hip, vibe." She goes, "Yeah, I don't get it." What world do we live in where kids don't know what funky means? Funky doodle. Okay, let's go back over there. These are funky doodle ornaments, not doodle, but I guess they could be because if they were a rooster. They're super fun to make, super easy, and I think they're really fun gift tags because you can buy somebody really serious and give them something that's not super serious to go with it. And it's a really simple pattern. You make a circle, but it's a bigger circle. It won't lay flat. It kind of ripples a little so that you can fold it down And then you can make a silly chicken. And I just added some beads. I always love adding beads. We've got little beady eyes. We put beads on both sides of the eyes. And I don't know why this one looks so much funnier. I guess because the front leg is shorter. But to me, he looks like, you know, why the chicken crossed the road? This guy is definitely going across the road. So, anywho, that is our funky chicken ornament. The other thing that we did, I'll just grab them since we're over here, is the coffee cup. And it is a gift card. It is an ornament, and it can also be a gift tag. Remember those felt things I told you about? You can grab the sticky felt and you can cut the shape on the back and stick it on the back. And if you get the white one, you can always write on it too. So you can write on the other colors also, but it just works better on the white because they can see it. But you can put to, you know, whoever, like I said about this red one, I was going to say to Aiden, my favorite grandson, because he's my only grandson. And so these are super fun, and I made them just a little bit bigger than just the card. That way, if you want to put a note in there, if you want to, oh, that's upside down. If you want to put cash in there, you know, or just use it as a gift card, a gift tag, and you could always put like tea bag in here or a packet of cocoa, you know, just something a lot of fun. And I really love these. I think they just turned out super fun. And we did 2 smaller patterns last week because I was sick. And that's why I went ahead and did basically 2 happy, silly patterns. Because these are super fun and these are super fun. Okay, and so this week we're going to be doing stuff a little bit more intricate. Okay, as a matter of fact, the one I did yesterday was it's not intricate or hard, but it was a lot of work, but it was a lot of easy work. Okay, here's stockinette. This is our Winter Sunshine hooded scarf with pockets. And as my granddaughter says, pockets are life. Yeah, and the neat thing about this is you can easily adjust it. Okay, so the scarf portion, I'm going to take it off her and put it over here on the table so that you can see it. Stockinette, you're going to get your head cold. Her wig needs some help, doesn't it? Poor Stockinette. I can't get it off of her. There we go. All right. So this is the yarn that I made it out of. This is the Premier Anti-Pilling DK Colors. It is a light number 3. And I love this yarn. I mean, I literally had so much fun crocheting with it. There's some yarns that you get, they're like, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I got to get this done. This was so much fun, and also because the colors were so fun. They let me pick this out. They let me pick these colors, and I said, I want that one. Because as I said on the video, it's called Sunshine. But for me, as I was working this pattern, to me, it reminded me of a cold winter day, and then the sun peeks out from the clouds. And that's why I called it Winter Sunshine. Okay? And it's a beautiful, easy pattern. And let me undo one of these scarf things. When you're making it, we start with one end, and then we work the whole scarf, and then we add the hood portion just by making it longer in the back in order to make the hood. And then we continue down the other side, finishing with the other pocket, and then we fold the pockets up and stitch the back of the hood. It's really, really easy, and that it's a 2-row repeat, so you could take it with you. Just keep track, because you have to keep track of your rows, of course. But I really recommend that measure, because if you have longer arms and you want the scarf portion longer, you can do as many rows as you want. And it's the same thing with the hood. If you're making it for a smaller child, you can do less rows, because the hood is 20 inches long from here to here. You know, the back portion is 20 inches long. And so if it's too much, you can do less. If it's not enough, you can do more. So it's really, really versatile. And if you add, well, there's one of Stockinette's hairs. If you add length to the scarf. Make sure you do it on the other side as well. And just to form the pockets, all we do is we fold it up. We start down at the corner. We stitch up. We stitch across the top because that gives that extra strength to the pocket, because you know you're going to jam your hands down your pocket. I know I am. And then you come over here and you just stitch down. And it's just super, super duper easy. And it's the stitch, it works out really pretty, and I really love it. And so I just think it turned out beautiful. And I think I'm going to keep it for myself. I say that all the time, and I end up giving them away. But this is my favorite. I mean, this yarn is my favorite. And if you want to go and get some, if you want to go and order some, I put the affiliate link for my Premier affiliate link in there. And all you have to do is click on it. The yarn's coming out top. Click on the link, and then at the top it has tabs. Hit the yarn tab, and then underneath the yarn tab it'll say sale, it'll say clearance, it'll say whatever, and you can just click where you want to go. Okay? And Premier Yarn has a lot of really beautiful yarns, and I have been a fan of Premier Yarns for many years. If you've watched my videos, I've used tons of Premier Yarn in the past. And so now that I'm a Premier Yarn affiliate, I'm just excited about it. And they are great to their affiliates. I'm going to tell you this. They are wonderful to us, you know, YouTubers and bloggers and stuff who push their yarn. I don't know if push is the right word, but who use their yarns and talk about them. I get emails from them. I got that beautiful card that was hand painted and hand calligraphied. It's sitting right over there. I don't know if you remember that. It was a Thanksgiving card. It was hand painted, hand drawn out, and hand calligraphied on the inside. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, they treat us wonderful. And I've been with some other affiliate yarns, and I was at the point where I wasn't going to do it anymore. And then this came up, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I love their yarn. And so, yeah, click that link that's down under the notes in the video. And also, remember, all of my patterns, you can find the link to them underneath this video as well. And every one of the patterns that I have on YouTube are my patterns that I designed. Okay? And each one of them, if you click the link underneath the video, has a written pattern with pictures. And I always tell people, a lot of times I get questions and I'm wondering if they even watched it, because they'll ask a question where I've said what the yarn is or the hook I'm using, or, stuff that's already answered in the video. But I always tell people, go ahead and click that link underneath the video, because a lot of times I forget to give you information, and I put as much information as I can on that written pattern. And I work off that written pattern when I do the videos. Sometimes I forget to say maybe a stitch count, or sometimes I forget to say, I don't know, change color here or something. And sometimes I might say single crochet and I mean triple or something like that. So rather than getting frustrated, I'm stitching a triple, but I say, I don't know, quadruple or something. Rather than getting frustrated, click that link underneath the video, because sometimes those things aren't caught in editing. We try to, we work really hard on our edits, but sometimes they just aren't caught. And so, and usually it will answer whatever questions you may have underneath in that link underneath the video. Okay? All right. Now, let me think. I was going to say one other thing. Wow, I got everything in already. And I didn't even have to talk 100 miles an hour. I'd love to talk fast, but... Alrighty. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about what's going to be happening in the next week. Well, a week from Friday, my sister's going to come visit me, and I'm really excited about it, because she hasn't come up. We've gone down there, and I've seen her several times, and we text each other almost daily. But she's going to get to come and see the new house, and we're going to do some shopping, and I'm just real excited that she's going to get to come and spend the day with me. If she lets me, I may do a pop-in video. I don't know if she likes to do that kind of thing or not. The truth of the matter is, her name is Gina, And we used to call her Gina Lola Brigida. I don't know if you remember who that was, but she was quite a exciting actress. And my sister, I always called her Sparkly because she would walk into the room and she would just demand attention by just being there because she was so much fun. And everyone always loved her. She was the life of the party, and she was always glimmerous. And so I know we're going to have a blast. I know we are. And if she'll let me, I'll try to do a little pop-in video. But that's a week from Friday. I think it's like the 15th. Anyway, that's personal. Let me tell you what's going on crochet-wise. So, am I going to do any animal ornaments? I have some animal ornaments you can check in my Christmas playlist, but I don't have any animal ornaments that I'm doing this year. Sorry. But I do have a fun gift bag that we're working on that's going to be ready for tomorrow. Lord willing and the creek don't rise. And then I've got something really fun for Friday that I'm super duper excited about, but I'm not going to tell you what it's all about. But here's a hint. There's no place like Nome. We're going to do something fun on Friday. And then on Monday, I can't remember what I wrote down. Well, you'll find out on Monday. But I'm really trying hard to, get a lot of fun things in. I know she asked about animal ornaments. I have a reindeer ornament. I have one for dogs. I have one for cats. I have paw prints and dog bones and things like that. But I don't have any other animal ornaments. And if you're looking for Christmas, if you go to my YouTube channel main page, and you can do that when this is over just by clicking Sara Sach, and go to the Christmas playlist, you can look through there and see all the stuff. Through the years, I've probably written 500 Christmas patterns. And so, yes, I do have a cardinal one also. I do have a cardinal ornament. I call him a little jolly fat cardinal because I did him really fat. So I do have that one. I think I did that one either last year or the year before. So, but go ahead and the commercial interruption is a new thing that they're testing out. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's something new they're testing out on live videos. So don't worry about it. Just run get a cup of coffee or run go potty real quick and come back. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, by watching the commercial, you're helping me get a few pennies so I can keep doing giveaways. That's the way I look at it. I know they're annoying, but So it's just a new thing. You're going to see from time to time a commercial break. It's a new thing they're doing, and by having commercials in my live videos, it will give me a few extra pennies to help pay for yarn giveaways and supplies. So don't let it freak you out. It's just something new. So anywho, I still can't remember what I have scheduled for next Monday, and I know that I have it all printed out and tested. So I know what it is. I'm not going to tell you. I just remembered. Can't believe I forgot that. Oh, that's so much fun. I cannot wait to do that one also. I know this time of the year I do a lot more patterns. We've kind of gotten away from our this and that videos. And so what we'll probably do in the new year is go back to the this and that, or the asking questions type, where I answer, where you send me a question and I answer the question sort of thing. So we'll do that in the new year. Can you believe it's going to be 2024? It's like yesterday it was 1970. Those of you who grew up in the 70s know what the word funky means, right? I can't believe my granddaughter didn't know. Anywho, if you didn't see that, it's earlier on in the video. You can watch it again and find it. But anyway, oh, I love my grandkids. It's so much fun having them around. It makes you really feel old, though. All right, so we talked about the giveaway. If you're just tuning in and you missed the giveaway, what it is, just go to the back to the front of the video when this is over and you can see what it is. Where is Sara? I don't know. Are you asking where I live? I live in Yukon, by Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. It's really funny because I live in Yukon in Canadian County, and I get stuff all the time in the mail from people in Canada thinking that I live in Canada. It's kind of funny. So, I must have missed your joke. Okay, Kimberly told a joke. What did Mrs. Claus say when Santa asked her what the weather looks like? Oh, it looks like rain, dear. That's a good one. I love those kind of jokes. They're so much fun. I had one lined up a couple of weeks ago, and I laughed and laughed and laughed, and I left it on my computer, and I never did find it again, because my granddaughter loves knock-knock jokes, and she tells me jokes all the time. That was great. That was great. I love that. Okay, so... You know what's so funny? The other day someone said, I thought you moved to Texas. I'm like, no, I moved to Oklahoma. That's where I'm from, originally from Oklahoma. And they were like, well, I thought you were from Colorado. I said, I was living in Colorado. we lived in Colorado, Parker, Colorado for about 12 years. And then we came back to Oklahoma to be near our grandkids. I know. Well, you know, we were in the Air Force for many years, my husband was, and we moved all over the world and did a lot of moving. And so I think we're just kind of wandering souls. We like to move. And I love setting up a new home. It's a lot of fun. But I said this time, I'm never moving again. And last time I said I'm never moving again, I was moving again in about 3 months. So I'm not going to say that, okay? Alrighty, well, I've got to get to editing tomorrow's video and working on next Monday's, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. So just to reiterate, if you want to be involved in the December giveaway, all you have to do is comment either live or later on this video. All of you that have already commented, you're already in. You've already entered the giveaway. Okay? And then 2 weeks from today, I don't know the date of that because I don't have my calendar with me, but 2 weeks from today, today is the 5th, right? 2 weeks from today, I'll put all those names through the random generator and we'll find out who the winner is, okay? Alrighty. And then, of course, I'll tell you how to contact me. And again, if you missed what it was or what it is, you can rewatch the beginning of the video. Remember, fast forward is your friend. Just fast forward to the part you need. Alrighty, so happy shopping, happy crocheting, and happy week. I'll see you next week.